What's up, guys? I'm gonna keep this video quick. Um, so something that I just thought of and is really resonating with me, something I'm really thinking about right now is you can be the person that you want to be today. It doesn't matter how old you are, young you are. And what I mean by that is what I've been finding out through myself is the times where people have told me out of genuine love, for example, that they wanted me to be a certain way, or and that came from a place of love, or the times where I tried to replace my negative thoughts or I tried to not let my negative thoughts define me and actually move into a direction that was more productive or more, what's a better word? More progressive. The times where I did everything I could to encourage myself to be that way, or I tried to change my actions, let my actions define me, not what's in my head, or not the negative things that I think about myself that I might write in my journal at the end of the day. And instead, I just focused on what I could control. Those actually helped me grow and become the person that I am today, who's not perfect by any means. I still overthink sometimes, or I sometimes see the worst in people. I get paranoid. I struggle to trust people. And man, even that, for example, even if those are negative traits, I don't hate that part about myself. And I think I became that way for a reason. In order to compensate or fight against how I felt before in my life, where I felt that someone did get the best of me, or where I was, oppressed in some sort of way. But a lot of these ways that I've told myself in the past, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years ago, even more than that, 4. A lot of these values that I had and that I adopted and that I didn't follow my entire life before, even before I was a teenager, these newfound values, the more that I wrote about them, or in journal entries, or the more that I would think about them, try to surround myself with people that share similar values, the more I actually became that person that I wanted to be, or that I saw as an ideal version of myself. And I didn't even know that that was possible until I started experiencing it, until I actually found myself being more empathetic, because that's something that I aspired to be, or whatever. And you can be, there's really nothing stopping you from being the person that you want to be. And yes, you have to think realistically. You can't fly. Like, you can't fly without like a fucking like plane or like a jetpack or something. You can't just levitate, but maybe metaphorically you can. And yeah, sure, you do have to ground yourself, but you do have to operate on this plane of reality. But you You can still become exactly who you want to be. You don't want to be able to fly. That's fucking stupid. Like, you maybe think you do, maybe, but if superheroes were real, it would be like The Boys. We would be cooked. That shit would suck ass. We'd have bitches blowing each other's heads off and shit. So, yeah, that message really goes to anybody though. You can be the person you want to be today. I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, but like, let's say you're even a teenager, for example. Let's say you live like maybe an abusive household. You can stand up for yourself today. You don't have to wait until you get physically stronger or until you're grown up, till you move out. You can stand up for yourself today if there's some bullshit going on in your house. Because guess what? Your parents might suck ass. Like, think about it. You've been living under their roof for 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. How 18 years, however old you are, and they didn't have a kid before you. You and your siblings, you are the first generation of kids that they had. You're the first time that they were an adult. So your parents might suck. They might have no idea what they're talking about ever because they think they can just treat you however they want, my bad. To take out their anger, their frustrations, their failures. So it's like, if you feel like you should stand up for yourself, say, hey, parent, this is bullshit. Fuck you, you don't know what you're talking about. Then do that shit. And if you wanna be you wanna be a pro soccer player, and you're 20 years old and you've never played soccer before, you can become a pro fucking soccer player. You don't have to be tall. The best players in the world are like 5'7". There's dudes shorter than me, older than me, out here cooking motherfuckers. Best in the world. And I don't even know shit about soccer, but I know that Messi is 5'7" or whatever. Probably old as hell. Like, when I say old as hell, I mean for an athlete. Like, an athlete would be like, an old ass athlete would be like 40. Like LeBron or like Vince Carter like 5 years ago. But yeah, so getting kind of off the point. Yeah, you want to look a certain way, you want to be smarter, anything, just you have to fight your negative thoughts. You have to change the way that you think. Look up CBT. You can do CBT on yourself. I've done it before. You can, find what negative thought loops are you having. Find a way to break that thought loop. And then come up with a new thought. And then guess what? You're going to start thinking that new thought. But it has to be realistic. You have to be grounded. You have to ground yourself. But look up CBT. Cognitive behavioral therapy. And what else? Get into journaling. Get into making affirmations. Research. Do your own research. Do you what's the word? Like, excel. Do you excel when you watch YouTube videos about a topic? You watch a 10-minute, 20-minute YouTube video about a topic? Do you excel when you read an article? Do you excel when you sit down and read a book on a topic? Do you excel when you go out talking to strangers about topics, talking to trusted friends and family about topics? Like, how do you learn about things? Learn how you learn about things. And you have to do it over and over. And you can be the person that you want to be. So yeah, there's nothing stopping you. But you have to believe that shit. Don't care what people think. Never give a fuck what someone else thinks. Don't. And yes, everyone makes that mistake all the fucking time. I have before. And I'm probably going to do it again someday. Or maybe not. Who knows? I'm going to try not to, for sure. But, it's natural part of the, like, human experience. So, that's all I gotta say, though. See you guys next time.